Good evening. This is my Digital Forensics and Roles and Software Tools final presentation for Dr. Elizabeth Williams's Digital Forensics course with Middle Georgia State University. So what is digital forensics? Digital forensics is the retrieval, analysis, and use of digital evidence in a civil or criminal investigation. There are four goals that encompass what digital forensics is. That's to for one, maintain the integrity and admissibility of evidence in a court of law, to identify evidence, where and how it is stored, to preserve evidence from tampering, and data analysis to point towards conclusions. Digital forensics is basically a discipline that uncovers and interprets electronic data in a way that preserves its integrity and ensures that it can be used for legal evidence. Why is digital forensics important? Well, it's important because it supports criminal, civil, and corporate investigations. It reveals hidden and deleted or encrypted data, and it ensures that chain of custody is intact. Maintaining chain of custody of key items and evidence is arguably the most crucial step when it comes to its importance, as the mishandling of evidence could lead to a case being thrown out due to lack of integrity of evidence that was found, which goes to ensuring that evidence is forensically sound, which is a term used by Hayes, which is ensuring that evidence is kept in its legal state to support criminal, civil, and corporate investigations. Now, there are 8 phases to digital forensics. Phase 1 is the response of a situation when a security event occurs. Phase 2, search and seizure of evidence to locate devices involved in carrying out crimes. Phase 3, utilization of digital forensics tools. Some I will talk later in this presentation that professionals utilize to collect the data needed. Phase 4 is securing of evidence by conducting these investigations in a forensics lab. These labs preferably would be done preferably in labs accredited by the ASCLD. Phase 5 is the acquisition of data of electronically stored info from seized assets and completing a thorough data analysis. Phase 6 is the processing of evidence and compiling findings to support an accusation and/or a case. Phase 7, after an investigation and analysis of digital assets, documentation of findings. And Phase 8, investigators and witnesses to testify and to affirm the accuracy of the evidence when presented in a court of law. Now, the roles of software tools. Now, to start, software tools are used to automate data acquisition and preserve. They can be used for advanced searches and filtering of data. Depending on what program you use, it can recover deleted files and hidden partitions. They can support reporting and courtroom presentations. These are really important to use in modern forensics, and they help investigators automate data recovery, filtering, and completing thorough analysis while maintaining standards created by accrediting organizations or local policies in order to ensure the integrity of evidence to be admissible. Software tools, like I said, they're essential in forensic process, and they ensure that investigations are accurate and efficient. Some things that we have to focus on in this realm of technology is to adapt and change in environments and technology, specifically in cloud, mobile devices, and encryption. These are a few things that are consistently being upgraded over time to be stronger security-wise, specifically in encryption, mobile device security, the use of the cloud across different a lot of data is replicated across many different servers across the country and or the world. NIST utilizes a tool called the Computer Forensics Tool Testing, and this is used to analyze and develop testing procedures and evaluate tools that should be used. These are 4 common forensic tools. FragView, which is an open source software used for fast and easy viewing of JPEG files and JPEG images, HTML, and Flash files. Encase is another program that's used for file recovery, analysis, and reporting. It allows disk level investigations that can acquire data from over 25 different types of mobile devices, making it pretty scalable. The next one is the Autopsy/Sleuth Kit. This is an open source tool used for disk imaging and analysis. And then we have a pretty heavy hitter in the industry that's very, very widely used is Magna Axiom. Magna Axiom is a mobile cloud and computer forensics software that is really used a lot in this industry. Looking at the first software, FragView by Simple Carver's purpose is to allow quick review of web-based document fragments by investigators in a more efficient manner. Its features and strengths is that you get fast visual inspections. It integrates with a suite called, by Simple Carver, and it works with other tools such as carving and file extraction. It supports web artifact types, which allows investigators to focus on browser-based investigations. Now, being only focused on browser-based investigations, this already brings a limitation factor. It can also only analyze fragments and partial data sets, and it can't reconstruct broken fragments or corrupted files, and it can't restore full files either. So it's dependent on other tools to do the extraction or carving and their ability to not fail or misextract. But as an overhead view, this is a good tool to start out internet investigation, specifically that our crimes are held over the web. The next one is Encase, which is a forensic suite that does file recovery, analysis, and reporting. It's commonly used by law enforcement and government agencies to acquire evidence from multiple operating systems. Its features and strengths: it's been proven in court admissible evidence handling, scalable, and supports a wide array of devices and systems. It incorporates AI to be more efficient and categorizes types of evidence retrieved. This also has a limitation factor that it is resource heavy, and if you don't have the right computer system set up or the hardware that is required to run this software, then you will likely see performance degradation at times. The next one is the Autopsy and Sleuth Kit. This is an open source tool for disk imaging and analysis. Autopsy was an add-on that was developed by Brian Carrier to provide a GUI interface that integrates with other forensic tools to use with the Sleuth Kit. So for those that are not very good with command line interface programming, this is what the global user interface was created for those who are not real technical with command line. Its features and strength is that it supports a wide range of file systems. We got NTFS, FAT, exFAT, UFS, ISO 9660. It's open source also, and it's free to use, making it cost effective and efficient for organizations, especially smaller organizations, to utilize. It's been proven to recover deleted files and uncover hidden and erased data, which is really important when you're trying to investigate, hard drives or that you see a user prior to being arrested or their stuff seized, probably went in and deleted their files thinking that they were all gone, but utilizing software like this can help recover them. Its limitation factor, like Encase, it is resource intensive, and which you could be experiencing degraded performance if you don't have the right equipment to run the program. And it's limited, and it has limited mobile and cloud forensic capabilities. So you'll be utilizing this software on hardware devices mainly. And then the last one is Magnet Axiom, this is used to provide forensic investigators a software suite of tools to simplify complex investigations by centralizing evidence, enhancing its efficiency, and ensuring accuracy. This is one of the most sought after tools used in the digital forensics industry, as it can support analyzing multiple devices types and multiple operating systems from mobile devices, cloud, vehicles, hardware devices, essentially anything that can obtain an IP that has storage capabilities, whether it's software or hardware. It integrates with Magnet's proprietary software called GrayKey for deep analysis of both Apple and Android OSs. It has user-friendly interfaces, so for those who are new to using Magnet, it's user-friendly, so you're not reliant on using command line. You can utilize your GUI as well, and it's pretty it's easier to learn for someone who is new to this type of software, and it has advanced analytical tools for timeline generation to uncover hidden patterns. Now, being that it's able to do all these things, it's going to be resource intensive. So it's going to require high performing equipment, computers with multi-core processors, ample RAM that available to get the most out of this tool. It's expensive, not cost effective. So for smaller organizations, this may not be the first thing you would look at, but for government agencies, this is probably something that I would be willing to bet most have in their arsenal to do cyber research. So there was a case study done by Magnet Axiom, and what I thought was interesting is it, instead of using the system to specifically accuse somebody, it was used to exonerate the wrongly accused. Specifically, there was a forensic examiner named Troy Schnack. He utilized this software to do a deep dive into a falsely accused suspect who was accused of having explicit photos and was participating in child exploitation. Well, the ability for Schnack to use this software, it allowed him to conduct thorough evidence to uncover truth and hold those that committed these crimes to justice. And how did he do this? Well, Magnet Axiom was able, by using Magnet Axiom, he was able to discover that the computer that the files were found on from the accused suspect, those files were found to have put on the system, and his computer was accessed remotely, unauthorized access by the suspect, by another individual. The software was able to trace that explicit content was downloaded without unauthorized access. So key features that allowed this to exonerate the victim is it recovered artifacts, it generated a timeline based on seeing when the perpetrators illegally and unauthorized remotely accessed the accused computer, and prevented a falsely accused man from going to prison for a while through comprehensive data analysis by proving that he is not the one that put these items on his computer, and then basically analyzing the timeline of where the suspect said he was or what he was doing, and then just seeing like how the timelines of how he was able to access this device and the region it was accessed from. These tools allowed the reconstruction of events that pointed to supported the evidence of the accused. Without the use of software like this, like I was saying earlier, the suspect would have definitely been in federal prison for quite some time for a crime that he didn't commit. And this is my reference page.